Today. So before we start, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Susan Hua. I'm a dietitian, certified diabetes educator, as well as TLS director of training. Welcome to our TLS Tuesday. So every Tuesday, Melanie and I will spend about, say, 10 to 15 minutes really to give you some tidbits and education on health and nutrition and TLS. So today, guess what am I going to talk about? Because one of the things is, if you were to attend our TLS training, we have a TLS 101 and 201 training. And 101 training is really learn about our amazing menu plan, a wonderful supplement to help you to accelerate your result or to support you to getting your result, as well as we talk about education. And we also talk about low glycemic impact eating. And one of the slogans that two of the things that we always say within TLS, which stands for Transition Lifestyle System, is number one is protein and fiber every meal make losing weight no big deal. Sometimes I change it up and say protein and fiber every meal make losing fat no big deal. And I have done so many trainings. And one of the things that people often ask is that I noticed the menu plan. Especially, it's so interesting. I have people say, I noticed the menu plan. There's no rice, or there's no pasta, or there's no bread. Do you think that's healthy? That is such a common question that I get all the time that I need to address that. Okay, first of all, in our body, we need macronutrient because so to be healthy, we need both macro and micronutrients. So for the sake of today, let's just focus on macronutrients. So when we talk about macronutrient, is protein, fat, and carbohydrates. So we do need all three macronutrients to be healthy because they provide calorie, but they provide energy. Okay, so the only thing that provides calorie and energy is protein, fat, and carbohydrate. Let's leave out the alcohol. That's a completely different story. Maybe we'll have another session on alcohol itself next time. But for today, let's talk about these three macronutrients: protein, fat, and carbohydrates. So in TLS, we always emphasize on low glycemic impact eating. That means we encourage you to choose high quality carbohydrates. And things that are tend to be high quality carbohydrate. This is how I often say to my clients: if you're going to eat carbohydrate, and carbohydrate provides energy, if you're going to spend money, okay, because when you eat food, like in TLS, we never talk about calorie because we don't believe in calorie counting, because not all calories are made equal. And we're not into carb counting either. We're not into fat counting or protein counting, because life is already a lot of counting. We have to take into how much we spend money and everything. And there's so many we have to count. We don't want to count anymore, right? Is it true? Like, do you want to live your life every day counting how much you're supposed to eat this, eat that? That makes, honestly, eating so not interesting. Okay, if I have to count every time when I eat, not only it does not make eating interesting, it actually makes it very stressful, and stress can actually contribute to you not able to lose weight the way you want it to. So let's not get there. So when we talk about food, okay, although we're not talking about carbohydrate counting, but I need to kind of educate you to a little bit more. We're low glycemic impact eating. We encourage you to choose quality carbohydrate. So this is often what I say to my client. If you're going to spend money on something, you want to get value, right? This is why we like to buy nice quality t-shirt, or nice quality shirts, or nice quality shoes, or nice quality purse, because we want that particular item to last a long time, right? As people who buy the beautiful pair of nice quality leather shoe, they cost a lot more. Or how about a nice pair of jeans? Okay, jeans can be as cheap as $39 or $29 to be as most expensive as $200-300 for a pair of jeans. And are they different? Yes, of course they're different. They are different in the way the quality of the jean is. They're different in the way that the tailor made, the stitches. There's so many things. We're not talking about jeans here, but what my point to you is, everything we spend has a return on it. And that return in my vocabulary is, when I'm going to eat something, I want to get some nutrient value. And this is why I don't encourage you to eat a lot of what we call junk food, or food that are highly processed or packaged food, because they don't have value in return. Maybe the only value that they return to you is, which is temporary, is that temporary satisfaction. but the temporary satisfaction comes with a higher price. The higher price is you get more carb addiction, you get more sugar addiction, you gain weight, you might start to have blood sugar issues or blood pressure, whatever the issue is, right? But the point is that temporary of satisfaction or reward comes with a bigger price. And to me, that's not worth it. So do I do that kind of spending? Yeah, every now and then, but not too often. Because everything I want to spend, I want to get value. And that's where nutrient is. So when I go and spend on food that has contains carbohydrates, so in TLS, we are not no carb. We're definitely not no carb because we need carbohydrate because that is one of the macronutrients. We're not low carb because we do have carbohydrates in there. Just because you're not eating rice, you're not eating pasta, you're not eating bread, you're not eating noodle, you still get carb, you still get carbohydrates, right? And a lot of people say, if I don't eat that, would that be healthy? That is the most common question I get all the time when I do training is it healthy to not eat rice forever? I said, yeah. Is it healthy to not eat bread forever? And the answer is yes. We need carbohydrate, but we don't need bread. We don't need rice. We chose bread and we chose rice because we like it. It's our comfort food. Ask any Asian how much they love their rice. Ask any Italian how much they love the pasta. Ask any Western or Caucasian how much they love the potato. I have an Irish friend and he loves his potato because this is part of our culture, right? So there's nothing wrong about that. But my point is, it's part of the culture, does not mean it's part of nutrition. It's completely different things. So a body needs carbohydrate, but a body does not say, I want rice, or I need bread to survive, or I need pasta to survive, or I need potato to survive. They just need, I need carbohydrate. So when you look at the different menu plan, we have different menu plan to suit your need because we're all different. So we have one that if you really want a jump start or you want something to kind of have a great kickstart to your journey, then we encourage you to do the 30-day jump start. Or for some people say, in 2 weeks, I need to go to a wedding and I need to get back in shape fast. We have a fat shredder program, which is a 2 weeks program, which when you follow, you can lose up to 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Which combined with exercise, because we don't promise quick fix. We are teaching you a transition lifestyle. We are a lifestyle system, okay? Then we have what we call the rapid result. Then we have sure and steady, and we have continued commitment. These are the different name of the menu plan. And the name entails because depending on your needs. If your goal was to really get back in shape fast, of course you want to choose a plan that gives you the best kind of the biggest bang for the bucks, right? But if you said, I am almost reaching my goal, I just need to be kind of go slow and steady, or I'm not ready to jump in yet, I just want to kind of test the water a little bit, you can do the sure and steady. Or you said, what, I'm at a healthy weight, I just want to eat healthier. Then we have the continued commitment. And you look at the continued commitment, there's carbohydrate, there's not carbohydrate, there's starches, there's grain, and there's dairy. We do provide that. That's what we have different menu plan for different needs and different commitment level and different goals. So we are not no carb. So I need to really clarify that we're not no carb. Yes, when you're on a fat shredder program, of course, we need to lower that because we need to have your body to tap into that fat store. So if we continue to provide you, remember, carbohydrate is a body main preference of energy. Why? Is it because it's a better energy source? It's not really necessarily the better energy source. It's the quickest energy source. And I like to call it your cash, right? So if you would have cash in your wallet and you have your credit card, and when you need to spend money, when you spend cash first, naturally, that's where the carbohydrate is. Our bodies just prefer that because it's quick, it's easy, right? One time we all said cash is king because it's that easy. You just give the cash out in exchange for a product, basically. So it does not mean that that the body doesn't use fat for energy or protein for energy. They're still using it, but they prefer carb because it's fast, it's a preferred store. But does not mean the other nutrient, protein and fat doesn't provide you energy. It still provide, they're all macronutrients, they all provide energy, right? Because they will be converted. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the biochemistry, how they got converted, become a sugar at the end or a fat in a ketone, like what most people know about this whole keto diet. But my point is our program is so unique and so great is so that it's not one size fits all because we're all different. So when you look at carbohydrate, let's really, hopefully I help you to understand that we don't need rice to be healthy. We don't need bread to be healthy. We don't need potato to be healthy, or noodles or pasta. We need carbohydrates. And do you know where carbohydrate came from? Carbohydrate is just in so many foods. Fruits and vegetables has carbohydrate. Yes, let me walk you through. I actually put a list right here to show you. So let's talk about a half cup of vegetable. Okay, let's talk about a half cup of vegetable. And people think vegetable has no carb. They still has carb. It's just a lower carb. Let's give you. Obviously, the leafy green is the lowest one, but they still have carbs. So let me give you an example. Okay, how many people love eating peas, right? A half cup of peas is 6.5 grams of carbs. Okay, how about let's talk about turnips. Turnips looks very healthy. Well, a half cup of turnip is 2.3 grams. How about zucchini, right? Zucchini, a half cup is 3.3 grams. It does contain carbohydrate. Okay, so let's talk about onion. Did you know that half cup of onion is 6.5 grams of carb? Parsnip, okay, a half cup is 9.0 grams of carb. My point to you, carrots, have a cup, 5.1 grams of carbs. They do contain carb. And if you notice in TLS, we recommend for you to eat lots and lots of vegetables. So when you combine all these vegetables together, we know you will get enough carb, because that combination, if you were to do your calculation, if you're very into calculation to make you feel at ease, I can tell you, I do calculation for a living, okay? I do a lot of carb counting because I am also a certified diabetes educator. So I know carb counting like to a T, because that's my job, right? I can tell you, just the menu plan itself contains you enough carb, because the vegetable contains carb. And we're not telling you to eat half a cup. We tell you to eat lots of cup. Because why? Because vegetable provide you carbohydrate, but provide you so much value: vitamins, mineral, magnesium, potassium, fiber, antioxidants, so much nutrient packed in that. That's why I said it's the biggest bang for the buck, and this is what we recommend. Let's talk about fruits. Well, we know fruit has carb because it tastes sweet. Let's talk about, okay, so eat like pineapple, okay? Pineapple, half a cup of pineapple contains 8.6 grams of carb. Let's talk about grapes, okay? A half cup of grapes contains how many? Half cup of grapes right here contains about a 14 grams of carbs. It contains carbs. So when you eat the 30-day jumpstart, we recommend 3 fruits for your detox. That 3 fruits itself contains carbs as well as other vegetables. So my point is, we're not no carb. We are lower carb, but we are more high quality carb. So I want you to understand the difference, because sometimes when we say no carb and everything, or when you look at the Atkins or a different thing, or the keto, we need to go back to the quality of the food. In TLS, it's all about quality. So I really want you to understand that we're all about choosing high quality food to nourish ourselves. Yes, it's about fat loss. Of course, it's about fat loss. I always believe that when you eat right, and when you eat healthy, when you eat a balance of nutrient, your body will naturally to work the way you want it to. So the key start off with, are you choosing quality, or are you just looking at the number? Which one give you the quickest fat loss? You want the one that give you the best, like the biggest bang for the buck, give you the biggest nutrient pack with the food that you ate to nourish yourself, to feel satisfied. And last but not least, I really want to add one more point is, in general, okay, let's kind of take off, put the keto hat in there. Keto is usually about 25 to 50 grams per day. So but a 50 to 100 grams of carb per day still help you with losing healthy fat loss. Okay, so for people who say, I don't want to lose weight, I just want to be healthy. That's why we have the continued commitment. That one could give you about 100 to 150 gram of carb, and it's still very healthy for people who's very lean, who do a lot of exercise. That will be a good program for you. So we have different programs for different needs. So I want to end by saying that we are not no carb. We're just lower carb, but higher quality of carb that we're choosing. Again, the biggest bang for the buck is my message to you. Anyways, hope you find this information helpful, and you do, please help us share it so that more people are educated. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.